Good job, everybody. Rabbi Adam Schelt.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is so good to see you all. It's so good to be present with you all. It's so good to be invited under your tent, literally and figuratively. And I believe that we have some words of welcome from Bruce. We do.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's nice to have you here on a night when you didn't have to frantically rewrite your Dvar Torah this morning because of an incident at Chautauqua. Yeah. And I know some of you have been asking me, why are you wearing the shirt? The shirt. The special shirt.
Nobody's asking that.
I want to be the first. Everyone is asking. Let me be.
I didn't notice before.
Let me be the first to wish you all happy National Hawaiian Shirt Day. You didn't know that, yeah? Held on the third Friday in August. It's also Hawaiian Statehood Day. That's why they have it on Hawaiian on this day. So
Honoring that on our Hawaiian Shabbat services.
Absolutely.
Honoring that.
anyway, we have a lovely service planned this evening. Rabbi Adam is with us, and that's always nice. Sean is here. Oh, come on.
I give as good as I get.
Tonight you're the other Adam. But that's okay. And of course the cantor. We have a lovely service planned. We are wrapping up Summer Under the Tent. We have two more after tonight. I mean, again, you couldn't ask for a better night. So I'm going to step out of the way and let you guys take it away. And have a wonderful service.
Thank you. I think we will. I'm looking forward to tonight.
So friends, help me out a wee bit, since I am not here on the daily. Is there anyone who is celebrating something wonderful or lovely that just compels you to light candles for us? Ooh, look at y'all just jumping up with all the joy you got in your lives. Yes?
I think Larry had something.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'll jump up, because my
Wonderful.
grandson, who we say Mr. Barak for, may come home from the hospital. So that's,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Friends, I believe our candle lighting is on page 120.
Oh, there were, yes, you have to use the remote. They'd like to press it down a long time. Maybe step back and point it at it.
Kiddush is on page 123.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, borei b'riat ha'afen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabat kosho, v'ahava u'ratzon, im
Turn to page 128 for our opening song. If I'm remembering the page number right, you'll tell me if you see Ma Yafe Hayom on there. Yeah, you got it? All right, here we go. One of my favorite Shabbat tunes. Ma Yafe Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafe Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. To the top. Ma Yafe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafe. How beautiful is the Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Page 138, Lachadodi.
This is a melody that we like to do a lot here. We incorporate the 8th verse and the 9th verse of our Lecha Dodi. And, well, you know what? I haven't read this in at least a year or so, so maybe I'll describe how this setting of Lecha Dodi came about from the composer, Joey Weisberg. When Abraham Lincoln used to go out to inspect his troops, the men would stand in miles-long lines, opening up to the right and then to the left as he came through. The words of Yamin Usmol, to the right and to the left, also expresses the anticipation and finally the reception of another enduring hero, the Shabbat Queen. So that's why we use the 8th verse and the 9th verse in this one. We get to the 9th verse, we will rise and we will face the entranceway to our tent. Oh. Everything okay over there?
We're good.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, Lincoln's Nigun, and you know this. Please sing along. Oh, anything particular? Okay. Page 146?
146. Friends, let's join together at the top, no, at the bottom, in the English on page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother and my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother and my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Amori Ha'amin. Page 152. We're doing an artistic rendering of the Ve'ahavta, and I hope that this song is just, the setting of Ve'ahavta is just as meaningful to you as it is to Sean and I. It's by Ellie Flyer. I heard it first at the Women's Cantors Network in Kentucky that I was at just a few months ago, and I did it the weekend, the Friday night that I had just returned, and I don't know if I had the chance to do it since then. So all you need to do is follow Sean with the echoes, okay? You don't need papers, you don't need anything.
Guide your
shall love, and you shall love. For we are all God's hands. For we are all God's lips. For we are all God's legs. For we are all God's ears. And it's up to us to love.
That was really lovely.
It's a treasure. We are going to feature that in a few of our services for the High Holy Days. So I wanted you to have a chance to hear it a couple times before then too, so you can chime in.
Friends, let's join together at the bottom of page 39 in English. Sorry, 157.
Other one part.
I'm working with a prayer book that has 2 page numbers at the bottom, and I looked at the wrong one. Page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory, the earth revealing your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Our failings are many, our faults are great. It is now glory to bear witness to our God. Keeping alive in dark ages, vision and world redeeming. Let us continue to work for the day when nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, sing on the shores of the sea.
This is a Mikalog I have done in many years here. It was a standard where I came from, Rockland County, where I used to do it almost every other week. But it didn't travel with me to Buffalo all that much. I didn't keep it around me, and I just happened to find it. And I want to give Sean his own pieces, and I want to, make just vary it up a little bit. So this is a Mikalog by Sal Zim. I hope you enjoy it, and it's very singable. You can do the first part. La 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 la. Come
Friends, let's join together on page 42.
The other
160. And after you think, after I even have this little shtick about it, you think. And yet here we are. On page 160. For real. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and rise us up, our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from evil. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming, life and peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, and all your people. Baruch atah Adonai, Reis Sukkot Shalom, Aleinu V'Alakol. Friends, we now move to page 164. I'm reading that page number not from my book, so please you can trust it. I invite us to rise for silent tefillah.
Please turn to page 178 for Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav, Israel.
Misha Berach for this Shabbat evening will be on page 371. As we're all thumbing through to get there, I'd like us to pool our collective goodwill and just offer it to those in need of healing, of body, mind, or spirit. And likewise, as clearly I'm the new guy for the night, if I mispronounce anyone's name,
Naomi's seen the fox before, and apparently no one believed her. And we just saw the fox. It's a big fox. Big fox.
it was quite large.
He went into the brush now, and he's not going to come back out.
No worries, friends. So, please, by all means, if I mispronounce anyone's name, please correct me. I don't consider it rude. I consider it something I can be grateful for, because everyone deserves to have their name pronounced correctly. As someone who has been frequently called Rabbi Shelf. It's called Rabbi Shelf once. He was only 4, but still, it's not my name. So please.
Mensch on a bench.
Right.
Rabbi on a shelf.
So please feel free to correct me if I mess up anybody's name. We offer healing and kindness to Freema Ackerholt, Gail Ackerholt, Nancy Adler, Neil Agnetta, Cecil Amerman, Paul Ames, Leon Burr, Lily Blink, Hope Bongiorno, Samuel Block, Sheldon Cohen, Laura Croak, Tina Farajo, Gabe Ferber, Fega Fox, Eileen Gale, Aaron Glavin, Mira Grosser, Adrian Graber, Bernie and Carolyn Grosser, Aaron Hamilton, Pam Huber, Stephen Hurwitz, Jonah Alexander Hyman, Alex Katz, Granger Hugh Kelly, Susan Lasky, Gail Lewis, Robin Lewis, Lynn Longo, Ellen McClade, David Mansfield, Robert McCoy, Jeff Morris, Candace Nye, Pamela Nygut, Bill Ostroff, Betty Placati, Carol Parise, Tamara Rettino, Stephen Rice, Candy Rodriguez, Tony Romano, Sarah Korn Rothschild, Brandon Ryan, Danette Say, Bernice Saputelli, Remy Schoenwetter, Roz Silver, Eric Smith, Albert Spiceman, Russ Steinberg, Herb Sugar, Gloria Tatuski, thank you, Tracy Thiel, Adam Timlin, Joe Tufts, Judy Van Horn, Gail Willig Smith, Gail Zaretsky, Abraham Moshe, Carla Bachana, Hanan Ezra Ben Shuel, Brina Chia Bat Zipporah, Risha Bat Zipporah. To those names, I invite you to add anyone you may be holding in your heart who could use some healing right now too.
Brenda Rosen and Pauline Rogers.
Oh, can't find Jeanette Willard.
Delana Song.
Bonnie Vanisella. Mike Woods.
Thank you. Friends, we join together for Misha Berach, page 307. Shabbat Shalom. This is the part where I talk. You can always tell because that's when the rabbi says Shabbat Shalom as they're shuffling papers that you can't see. If you've ever met more than one rabbi, which in case you haven't and you actually come here, then tonight you definitely have. Although a lot of people in Western New York call me Alex. It just popped in my head like, yeah, people often get us confused and I don't know why. It's probably the hair. But if you've ever met more than one of us, you'll know that we come in a lot of different flavors. Some of us are more academic, others are more pastoral. Some of us, well, some view themselves as CEOs, while others more as servant leaders. Some are educators, although hopefully all of us are learners. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not sure that I really fit cleanly into any of those pigeonholes or categories, and also, if I'm being more honest, not sure that I care. But all of this was swirling around in my mind, and as I was thinking of what to say today. Of course, I looked at the Torah portion for the week. That's standard. I looked at the news, and I looked away quickly. I looked at Shir Shalom's website to see what y'all were up to, and I asked myself, what kind of angle do I want to take? What kind of lens do I want to look through as I speak with you all? I do like my sacred text, or at least the wisdom found in it. Sometimes the literal words are a little, well, they are. But I did go back to the Torah portion for this week, but I tried looking at it as broadly as possible, with open eyes, heart, and mind. And I think I found something quite lovely. This week, Moses continues his farewell address, and he recounts the Israelites' journey from Egypt. The story continues. But the lovely thing I think I happened upon isn't one fact or a verse or some kind of rabbinic hidden idea in the text, but rather it's the text as a whole. It's storytelling. Moses is telling his people their own story. And they're actually listening. They're engaged, which is all things that they weren't for the past 40 years. They're active participants in what's happening. They're processing the story of themselves in order to understand who they are so they can best invest in their own future. Now, admittedly, this may have stuck out to me because these days I do this same sort of process with many, if not most of my clients. But that being as it may, it's still a really very powerful and very present thesis to our text. In many ways, the whole of the Torah tries to do this for us today in the here and now. And it speaks to exactly how powerful stories are for us. Human beings are meaning-making creatures. Almost by definition, we as people make meaning out of our experiences, big, small, and everything in between. And we do that through telling stories. First to ourselves, as we think about something, otherwise known as processing. But then to others, our friends, our families, our new acquaintances, coworkers. Even if we're not purposeful about telling somebody about ourselves, it seeps out through the stories we tell. Our stories create our identities. They are the building blocks of who we are and how others understand us. So, I'd like y'all to do something. I want you to take a little moment, could be right now, could be on your way home, could be later, but I hope at some point. And I want you to think about your story. Now, we all have character flaws, those times when we've missed the mark or really messed something up. I don't want this to be an exercise in rehashing all the things you don't like about you. I want you to focus on the good. And I would like you to tell yourself a good story of you that is true, helpful, and kind. And like Moses this week, I'd like you to recount your story for and to yourself in a way that lets you remember who and what you are, so that you too, ultimately, can step into a future that's a little closer to the promised land, even if only in your mind. Thank you all so much for inviting me into your midst. I know I've said it before, but I'm a gratitude junkie, so bear with me. For allowing me to be with you this Shabbat. It's always a pleasure to be, like I said, under your tent, literally, figuratively. It's always a special gift to be with you all. So, Shabbat Shalom. I'm also not a rabbi that talks for a really long time, so we can join back together. I think that may have actually got me a raise once in my past. We can come back together for a Aleinu on page 586. You may be seated. As our time of prayer begins to draw to a close, we allow our minds to think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we've drawn into our hearts with our own. On this Shabbat Eve, we mourn for Jerome William Atkin, brother of Sonia Sugarman, and Muriel Savitt. We likewise grieve in a period of Shloshim for Teddy Altruter, Judy Bardach, Mary Jane Zinner Blackstone, Chuck Robinson, father of Todd, Carol Borinsnick Paulner, mother of Beth Steinberg, Saul Elkin, Bert Clayman, father of Randy Clayman, and Daniel McNamara. And we honor those yard sites for this Shabbat, for Rowain Balsam, Albert Ban, Helen Barback, Ida Blisky, Jack Brody, Lillian Brody, Nicholas Carosella, Benjamin D. Edelman, Beatrice Friedman, Louis Glickman, Marcel Gutman, George W. Harris, Jed Havenstock, Arthur Hirschhorn, Abraham Kaiser, Abraham Cantor, Rose Katz, George Kerman, Hillary Kerman, Emma Levinson, Marion Lieberman, Susanna Lynn, Blanche Meister, Minnie Miller, Louis Schwartz, Kevin Schuchard, Pearl Schuchard, Lee Ann Silverberg, Bernard Silverman, Moses Tetleski, David Wackoff, Boris Weisbrot, Emmanuel S. Winston. To those names, I invite you to add anyone you may be holding in your heart in this moment of the Shabbat.
Daniel Turner.
Period of Shiva will start Sunday after the funeral of my first cousin that died yesterday in New Jersey, going upstate.
I'm so sorry.
Michael McCullough.
Friends, Kaddish, a Torah Mourner's Kaddish may be found on page 598. I invite you to rise for the custom. Yitkadam, Yitkadash, Me'erah, Be'alma, Divrach, Yeruteh, Yomit, Matuteh, Chayakom, Yomekom, Chayei, B'kol Beit Yisrael, Chayadalah, B'zman Kariv, Yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Ra'ah B'Barach Le'olam Oleh Anaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitbar V'Yitruman V'Yitnaseh V'Yitadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal Shmei V'Yisha V'Yikud Le'ela Minkol Birchata V'Shirata Tushkachata V'Nechnata V'Aminam Be'alma V'Yimru Amen Yehei Shalom Rabba V'Yishaner V'Chaim Aleinu Kol Yisrael, Yimru, Amen. Osei Shalom B'Roma, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu Kol Yisrael, Yimru, Amen. You may be seated.
I'm not always sarcastic.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Bruce Corris, filling in for Sherry Jo Reich on the announcements. A number of people came up and said, you know, she did a great job last week, but she was just so brief. We felt lacking. So talk longer this week. Said everyone. I did not need inspiration. Anyway.
Your mother would disagree.
Well, vocally, I might add. Thank you to Sherry Jo for filling in last week. Thank you, of course, to Rabbi Adam Schell now I screwed up Rabbi, of all things, for joining us this evening, and Cantor Frank and Sean Poland, and Adam Feiner. Thank you. The other Adam. I should have stuck with the other Adam. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for a wonderful service. And thank you to Diane Gordon and Linda Bergman for serving as our service greeters this evening. That was very nice. Tomorrow morning, Torah study is at 9 a.m. It is at Temple Besedek, also via their Zoom. The Shabbat morning service and Kiddush luncheon will be at 10:45 a.m. at Temple Besedek. By the way, did you guys see the fox? We've had foxes as members of this temple before, so it's not unusual to have a fox or two at our Friday night service. Anyway, thank you to everyone who either volunteered or bought Shveddas this past Tuesday. It was very successful. We appreciate your support. We will be back on Tuesday, August 26th. For the month of August, the Tikkun Olam team is collecting for the teacher's desk. That's not just one desk, it's an organization that will supply school supplies and teaching materials for teachers who often spend much of their own money to help their kids. It really is a big need in Western New York. So if you can do that, please do so. We also collect non-perishable food all year long. Urban Farm Day. You may have noticed that in this past week's Tikkun Olam email. You're going to have a unique opportunity to do a self-guided tour of urban farms tomorrow. So look for that email or Google Buffalo Urban Farms for all the details. The women of Shir Shalom will be having their planning meeting / pool party this Sunday at noon at the home of Marina and Mark Finkelstein. Please bring your potluck dishes and a bathing suit and a towel because it will be a beautiful day. Don't worry, Julia. I talked to the police officer. He will be listening to the scanners on Sunday. And if he hears rowdy crowd, he'll take care of it. So don't worry. You're welcome. I look out for you, Julia. Also, the women of Shir Shalom will be having an envelope stuffing meeting. Wow, that sounds like fun. Wow, what are you stuffing the envelopes with? Something special? Would it be membership packets? Whoa, how cool is that? Anyway, and when is that, you might add? Well, sometime within the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned. Apparently, we have not set the date yet, but we will. We don't have the packets? How can we stuff the envelopes without the packets? Okay, there'll be an email coming out about the Women of Shir Shalom envelope stuffing meeting. Woo. Hey, did you notice our religious school has a new name and a new logo? The Buffalo Community of Learners. Great name. The school. Nicole. School will be starting in September. Do we know the date? Okay. All right. 14th. Thank you, Joanne. School starts September. Oh, I should have looked right at you, Linda. School starts September 14th, and they're accepting registrations. So we look forward to what? Well, you know, it's missing information. I can make stuff up, Todd. You know that.
Don't make them go long.
But now you're making me go long. Now you're making me ad-lib. Blame him. Anyway, next Friday, our second from last Erev Shabbat service under the tent with the cantor, Sean Poland, and guest artist Lisa Walzer. That is next Friday at 6 o'clock, of course, weather permitting. Where's Tom Lansing? Tom, stand up for a second, please. You are standing up. Tom, of course, is the chairman of our Life and Legacy Committee. Life and Legacy, the organization, has put together a lovely thank you event on August 24th. That is a week from Sunday. It is at TBZ's downtown building?
Downtown building.
Downtown building. Our good friend Jay Druff will be singing, and our good friend Cantor Frank will be singing. So please come for that. It's from 3 to 6 or 4 to 6? 4 to 6, I believe. Anyway.
I hand out the notices, I just don't read.
So that's a week. There you go. You're as prepared as I am. That is a week from Sunday. Thank you to everyone who has participated in Life and Legacy, and we have you've basically generously helped to support the future of this temple, and we appreciate it. There are some flyers over there on the table if you'd like to know more information. 2 weeks from tonight is our end of summer cookout. That is Friday, August 29th. Please RSVP to Joanne so we can be sure we have enough kosher hot dogs and hamburgers. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to what? I can't hear you. 3 to 6. Thank you. Please feel free to reach out to Rabbi Alex, Cantor Frank, Todd, Joe, Joanne, or myself, primarily Joanne. We're always here for you, primarily Joanne. Please join us immediately after the service for our Oneg, and if you would like to sponsor an Oneg for any occasion at all, or no occasion whatsoever, talk to Joanne. Okay, how bad was it, Robin? You didn't time me? I thought I was going for a record. All righty. Okay, all right. Anyway, thank you as always for being part of this wonderful Shir Shalom family. Shabbat Shalom.
You know what? It's kind of hard to take you seriously with that shirt on. Because I see. So tonight you can put your Sidurim aside. We're not actually, our closing hymn is not from the Sidur, but it's from the Jewish spirit. We're going to be singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. and I hope you'll join me. We have a little bit of an intro. I don't know if you've ever heard the intro that was written to this, but it does set the pace of the music. It sets the tone and the spirit of it very nicely. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken off the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane. Just a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, I will say that it takes an entire team to do these services. It takes Todd in the morning, yanking out the chairs. It takes Aiden in the afternoon, setting up the chairs. It takes Sean and I rehearsing things and putting our heads together. It takes people like Rabbi Adam coming out here and sharing his intellect and his thought and his spirit. And it takes Adam here a couple hours to set up for this beautiful sound system. And there's so much and so many people. And Joanne, you know, preparing the help, and with Juliana preparing the flyers and everything. These are just like really precious moments. It takes a whole village to do this, including you coming out here and supporting this. Thank you, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Adam, please.
Oh, Motzi, yes.
Motzi,
Okay.
and also your words by
So friends, once more, yes, this is the third time. Thank you. And Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Let's join together for Motzi.